So this is ideally, already I told ideally. Okay, so here, so first we'll do all the Python related few things. We'll do it later. We'll do other kind of stuff also in different environments also. You can able to do it. So it's a very simple one first of all, and make it as your screen. Okay, so based on your screen length, so adjust here. So why? Because of you can't type in a tab, there is no clear screen kind of stuff also won't come. When I type, it is always a go to bottom. So that's why visibility is important here. So as I said, it is a first is print statement. You can use single quote. You can use a single quote, or you can use double quote. But you cannot use combination. Like here, I'm using a double quote in starting by ending single quote. So, single quote. No semicolon required. No semicolon required. See, it is showing green color. Just have to enter. See, there is a error. It is showing. So it is showing error. Now, if you put like this, so what I done, I starting I given a single quote, ending I given a single quote, but in middle for a Python only I given a double quote. So look at that one. So what I'm getting, hello in quotes Python and 3.1 or 10.1. So that is I'm getting. If in case if you give like this single quote, hello Python, okay, 3.1.1, same thing only, but it is in a single quotes. It is invalid. So you want to quote something that should be different. Either this side double quote and this side single quote. Same thing I want to do it. So like this double quote. Ending is also double quote, but Python is in single quote. No, 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 no. What happened? No, no, no. That is my mistake, I think. So first, starting and ending, it's a double quote, and only Python is in single quote. Okay, like this you will get it. So be careful while you're quoting it. Next, you want to write a paragraph type. Paragraph type. Okay, so you have to write like this. 2 3 lines you want to write. So I'm writing like this. Print three single quotes. Then start writing. Welcome to Python 3 class. Okay. Um, Python. Um, Python. It is. Whoops. Something I will put it. Okay. So ideally for Python and ending with a three single quotes. So 3 lines I entered. Okay. So start with the three single quotes, end with the three single quotes. Same thing you can do. Same thing with you can do with the double quotes also. Like three double quotes, then start writing like mm, hello Python lovers, start learn Python from beginning. So end with a three double quotes. So start with the three double quotes, end with the three double quotes. This is how you can able to write it. Okay, print um, welcome to Python, okay, slash n hello Java. So we'll see what will happen like this. N divides the line. Okay, so you know that one in a Java, right? So already some people. So what is this n? It divide the entire line into two parts. Here it will take a break. Okay. Otherwise, for example, if I don't give n, what will happen? Same line. I give n, another line. Okay. So like this. So what are we seeing, guys? Again, print statement, print with double quotes, and if you give one side double quote and another side single quote, or a one side single quote another side double quote, you will get a error. Okay. If you want to specifically tell a particular word in a quotes, so compulsory you should use single quote and double quote wise. Like I started here with a single quote and end with a single quote, and the word is in a double quote. Okay. Next, here if I use single quote and single quote for the word, it is not understanding, it is showing an error. And here is some other error. See, it's a paragraph type, I typed it, but something is happened, it is not understanding that one. Of course I corrected it here. Now of course here I have written a paragraph. To write a paragraph type, so you have to give three single quotes starting and three single quotes end of the paragraph, or you can write type three double quotes in starting, three double quotes in ending. Okay. Next, you want to divide a line, you want to break the line to the second line, so what you have to use, you have to use slash n. So it's at the slash n the line will be divided. If you don't use a slash n, it is a single quote only. Okay, so by this one you may understand, so I'm copying all the commands here so you can practice, but never type commands by copy paste kind of stuff. Type yourself only. You can observe, if you do wrong, what will happen? Nothing will happen. If you do wrong here, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Okay, so no problem. That too, you said you will install in a virtual machines. That is very good. Nothing, so no effect on your physical machine at all. Okay, so this is about your print statement and other few statements it is. Of course, there's other values also there. For example, string statements. So this ideally what are you type, you will get like this, like hello, like this. You will get automatically. You need to give a print statement also. But in a programming and while writing a script, you must give a print statements to print the on the screen. So that is a compulsory. Okay. Next, um, next part is variables. First, variable is better. Yeah. Next part is a variable kind of stuff. This is the only print statements. Okay. This is a string and print related statements only. Next part I want to show you variables. Data types are variables. Variables are data types. We don't have a time to discuss both the sides. Okay, so what I'm doing is, um, so how to define and all, it is here. So we'll see one by one. So what are the different type of kind of stuff? Also, we'll see. In generally, if you have a line Java kind of stuff, you must mention different type of variables with a data type. Okay, so when you are giving a data type, we must define any data with a what data type means. If you want to define a as an integer a, you must define like this. Or you want to define something like a string, s1 is a string, okay? String or a str is a string, or maybe float. Okay, float. For example, b is a float. Like that, you have to mention it is double float, double integer. Like that, so you have to mention what is the data type it is in any other programming language. In Linux also, sorry, in a Python also, in a Python also, you can mention it. If you don't mention, no problem, it will understand. Look at here, a equal to 10, a equal to 10. Now type a, so automatically a is integer. It understand a is integer. Now b is equal to 2.5. Now type b is float. Automatically it understand. str, my str is Savantis. Type, so type str. So to understand it is a string. So class str means it's a string. It is a integer. It is a float. It is a string. Okay, like that, it will understand. Okay, c equal to mm, no, 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 no. I forget again. Yes. Again. Python it is different data type. Yeah, correct only. Given correct only. 3 plus invalid decimal letter. So always x is equal to x. So I like this only, right? Pattern. I'll try again. Last 4 I. You are telling something? I remember every time it will give you problem. J instead of I. C is equal to 3 plus 4j. That's the thing. So C dot real. Oh, okay, print C. Okay, so this is the value, and type C. So J complex. complex. Now C dot and wait, you will get a list of options. Real. C dot real. Yeah, real number is 3. C dot imag. Image number is 4. Okay, mathematics one. Yeah, it is working now. Okay, so J we have to give. J we have to give. Okay, so this is the data types we can how to assign a variables initially. So I'm giving like this. There is some errors. So but currently, so how to assign a variable. So obviously you will get a variable outcome also. Like this. So this is a command. This command won't work here. So it will give you error. Okay. Understand the command and output. Okay. So that's important. Okay. So like this. So I given a complex number also. If you want, I will tell again. So no problem. So A. Why I closed? Because it's not in a top. Again, I will open. Okay. So when you assign a number, for example, A is equal to 10, but you want to see what type of data it is. Okay. So it is integer, and you want to print A, it will give you 10 option. But if you type print A in the quotation, okay, A in the quotation, what will happen? It print A only. It thinks A is a string. Now understand this is another one. Next, you can also see ID. So this is a ID number. What is this ID? When you assign a 10 to A, but A is create a block. Yeah, this is zoom only, right? Yeah, this is A, and you are assigning 10 to it. But in the Python memory location, it assign an ID for it. A and 10, it assign a ID. Okay, an ID like this. So you want to see the ID, also you will get the ID. Okay, but it will ID may changes if you look at this one, like A is equal to 20, ID A. Okay, see the little difference between this ID to this ID is there, because when I change some value, automatically A's ID is changed. Okay, because it will rewrite the ID, so it will load the ID again and again and again. Okay, if you look at this one, so when I type command A, nothing is there. So I put a plus 1, 21. So then ID A, same thing only, but A value is not changing. A value is not changing. You put a equal to A plus 1. ID A. Now ID is changed because A value is changed now. I changed my A value automatically without reassigning some number, just addition. So automatically this will be changed. Once A value changes, automatically it will changes. Even you put some number in it, or maybe you are done some upgradation, degradation kind of stuff. So that is no value kind of stuff, means we don't like require that one. So important is, so how to assign a variables. Next, I'm assigning B is equal to 20. Now you can say type So type b. So that is integer. Both are integers only. So what is the a value? 21. B value 20. Okay. Both are integers. Remember, both are integers. Okay. What is c value? I didn't just define any c value because I close it and open. All the temporary things will be gone from here. Okay. So a plus b will give you the addition option. Okay. So we'll get it. So a minus b, like that. But if in case my c is 10.4, so type c is a float. So I want to add a plus c. I can add it because both are numbers only. For example, my str1 is hello. Now a plus str1 will get a error because it's integer. Math type means numbering type, that is string type, so we can't add it. I take str2, okay, and put a welcome. So str1 plus str2 both will add up because both are string types. Both are string types only. Okay, so that is a first important point. So here it is. Whenever you assign a number or a string to a particular variables, so obviously Python can understand which variable it is. That is the main point I'm telling here. But this not this is one. Yeah, here it is a casting part. Okay, yeah, this is already I told. But if you see here it is, so he given a value 3, 3, 3. All are 3 only, but x is a string, y is a integer, z is a float. So by default, by default, if you assign a value to the x, so what is the type of x it is? It is automatically an integer, automatically a integer. But here it is what he said. Don't think it is an integer. Make it as a string. 3 now it is a string. Okay. So now if you see type x is nothing but a string. Okay. So if you want to add a plus x, you can't add now because a is an integer, x is a string, but value is 3 only. So that's the difference. So you can convert into a string. Okay, you are assigning 3 as a string to it. Okay, now y is equal to float. Here I'm doing float here. Okay, so you can type, so instead of integer, sorry, type y. So instead of showing 3 as an integer, it is showing y is a float. Okay, earlier 3 is string now. Earlier actually 3 is a integer. Then I make that one as a string for x, and for y I make it as a float. For a z I make that one as a integer. Okay, like this. Okay, next, so type z the integer. So you can put a plus z, you'll get output. A plus y will get a some output. Okay, you can put a plus x, you'll get a error. Okay, so this is how to assign out sorry how to assign a something to a variable, but we can change the data type while you are assigning, but only for numbers possible, not for any other things. Okay. Mm. You guys, we'll see one more thing. Here it is. I'm going to print one by one x. X is a kind of x is not integer for a okay, so it is a like a string, right? So print y. This is easily we can understand. I said y is float. So y 3 is float. So that's a 3.0. 3.0 means it's a float value. So print z. It is now it is actually integer value. Okay. So that is the thing he is trying to tell. So we can assign something to like that. So like a is equal to um, um, SDR. It is type A. It's a string automatically. But what I'm doing is A is equal to integer SDR. It won't agree with that one. Okay. It won't agree. Or you can use A integer because of it is basically a string SDR. Still it is not agreeing with that one. So it is a characters. It's difficult to make that one as integer or float. But numbers we can make it as a integer or a float. So A is a SDR. By default it is even it is throwing an error like this. We are already assigned, but it is not changing that one. Okay. Yeah, you forget one more thing. So type x is a string. Type A is a string. And A value is 3. Okay, x value 3, A value SDR. Now A plus X will get it because both are strings. Earlier example I told integer string won't add up, but here it is add up. So you can do like this one by one you can do it. So you will understand a lot of things. Okay. Okay, what I will do, so we have to clear up this. I will tell. See, so I'm assigning A is equal to something like 55. So when you assign some value, but if you check it, okay, automatically it understand Python understand what type of data it is. So it is integer, it will understand as a integer it is. Okay, but I want to give integer, but as a string only. So if you give a string, so it is a like str one. I'm giving like this something. So type str one. So you will get a as a string only. It will understand it. But you can change the data type also. You can change the data type also. I'm taking x as a variable, and I said string 3. It means it think 3 is a value, string value, not something like a number value. Okay. Next, we can use type x 3 only. Okay, it is a value is 3, but it is string. Next, y you can say float. Okay, 3 I said 3 is a float, not a integer, not a string for y. Okay, then you can say type y as a float. You'll get a data type automatically changes. Okay, you are defining a data type. How to define a data type is like that. Also, you can able to define a data type, and also we can change the data type as per your requirement. But Few things what happens. You have to be okay. Z, for a Z, 3 is integer. I am using integer. Next, type Z is integer. So obviously it is integer anyway. If you don't mention, it is an integer. If you mention, of course it is an integer. But here it is, I change the data type from instead of integer by default, I make that one as a string only. Here also like that. So I'm going to do print statements. Print x, 3, print y, 3.0, print z, 3. So here to observe, it's a float. It is a float. That's why it is showing 3.0. Okay, it is a float. That's why it is showing 3.0. Next, already I told. Hello, I don't know. I'm in work, right? No, nothing. Man, sure, nothing. Nothing. Okay, ठीक है ठीक है. No, I'm work में काम में. जी. Okay, so this is it. This is about your okay. Forget to pause this one. Can't keep pauses. Yeah. See, that's I told. 29 members. The people will tell, sir, I attended, but people are not in this one. Uh, yeah. That's it. That's it. Okay. Guys, understood or not? Okay. So already I told this is double quotes and single quotes. Also, I told it is a case sensitive. Case sensitive. So we'll test the case sensitive. Okay, one more testing. Already I told that one. See, if both are integers, we can able to add up. So like this, it will show error because of a is integer, x is not integer. A is integer, y is a float. Okay, both is add up. And a is an integer and z is an integer. Both can able to add up. One more test. str1 is a string and x is a string. See, quotations, quotation, so string, both are strings. So x plus str1 will get a ladder. So we can understand it is really a string. Like because of in a print statement we don't understand it is a string or not, but here it is. We can definitely understand it is a string format. That's why both are in a add up kind of stuff. That's it. Okay, so sometimes data types may changes while you are writing a program, so it will understand a number as a string, sometimes a string as a number. So obviously you have to verify and compulsory you should give integer like that. Okay, so sometimes the based on the outputs. Okay, like that. Yeah, variable names always keep everything is like this. So you can give any name, no problem, no errors and all. You can use all our small letters underscore like this. Also, you can use it. You can start with underscore. You can start with like this small letter, cap letter kind of stuff. Also, you can use it. But we'll try the variables again. Here we'll see. I use same thing, same example. My variable is 3. It's working. My underscore var is equal to 22. Working. My sorry, underscore my underscore var is equal to 44. Working. So my sorry my var is equal to 55. Working. My var equal to working. Is also working. So like that, we can give anything. Okay. So no condition like we should use first one is a cap letter, or first one is a small letter, or first one must be a which comes with a underscore kind of stuff. The best way is like this. Best way is most of the names combinations will give in a this way. So starting with a small letter, and the second name is start with a cap letter. Instead of giving all caps, instead of being all small, you can give like this, or you can better use the underscores for a dividing names. So this is a one way to give the name. Okay. I'm losing. Yeah, here is a illegal name combinations. Okay, see here it is like this. It is a illegal combinations. We'll see that one also. My 2 is equal to 50, 56. It is accepting. So instead of that one, 2 myvar is equal to 34. It is giving syntax error. So you can give your variable name as anything, but don't use starting with a number. Don't start with a number. That's very important. Don't start with a number. Next, my var is also throwing an error. So why? Because of there is a hyphen symbol is there. Instead of underscore, I use a hyphen symbol. Underscore means like this. Underscore means like this. It understand underscore, but it is thinking your minus means you are subtracting. Okay, hyphen means it thinking it is a minus value, and it is thinking it is a subtracting type of kind of stuff. And don't give us spaces. Don't give a spaces. If you give spaces, definitely it is wrong one. So these are the things you should take care. Not only just how to write it, how to not write it also very important point. Yeah, this is a camel cases, Pascal cases. That is, we will see. One more I want to verify. What is the a value? 55. Capital A value is 467. So A value is 55. Capital A value is that one only. It is a case sensitive. Compulsory. You should use captions for all programming languages. Generally, it is case sensitive only. Okay. So multi-word variables. So if you have a different type of variables, my first name, my last name, like that. So you can use here it is camel case means starting is small letters, but for each and every part of word is start with a capital letters like this. That is called a camel cases. Okay, next Pascal cases. Pascal cases in an entire word, each part of word starts with a capital letter only. See, this is a my also capital letter, but here is my is small letter. So, example here, if you want to see, I will type it and I will show you. Okay, for example, camel cases. My FIRST first name. It's a camel cases. Okay. So if I use this kind of stuff, this is a Pascal type. like this. So this is the camel case and this is the Pascal case. So we'll see other things also. Snake case. Snake case means what it is? Underscores. Snake case means all are underscores only. Okay. Um, my age, like that. Okay. So he using three letters, right? So we'll go with my underscore uh, birth birth underscore place. So this is good now. So like maybe it's quite easy to type. Like this also you can give. And also while you are doing it, wanted to do some changes. But my as a cap letter and birth as a cap letters. mm, like this. So it will accepting or not. So if you do, you will know whether it is working or not. So that is snake case. So camel case, Pascal case, snake case. So these are the words. Yeah, I'm not giving any particular notes. Only I'm giving my practical points on what I do in a practical manner. So I will give that one. Only. Someone asking question. Big programs you want to execute? Yes, you can execute it. You can execute it, but you can't type each and a single line of the command, right? Depends upon your script command. But ideally sir, for a small is better. Problem is with a big one, so there is a problem. Okay. Already I told you, if I want to write if loop like a 10 is greater than 10 is greater than 20. So here it is like you can write it, so you can keep writing it. Okay. But it depends upon person to person how you can easily doing it. Okay. So that's why I don't prefer for writing more than one line, so I don't usually prefer the idea. You can do file system, like you can go and create a file or open the file. You can write in the file is also good, because it's a Python file only anyway. Anything is running a Python file only. You can open the file, sorry, you can open the file array, you can create a new file, load the file once it is done. Projects. So open a file like this. So this is the program, like you can type it. How much program you want to type it, you can type, go and execute it. That's a simple. Anything you write in a Python, ideally you execute it from the file, or you execute with a CMD prompt, or maybe VS code, or maybe PyChar, or IntelliSense, whatever it is. Original execution of your program is Python only. Without installing Python in your local PC, how many IDs are there? All are waste. All are waste only. Internal, you are inside your PC, you must have a Python. Okay. Like similarly for Java, I have a Eclipse, I have a NetBeans, a Notepad plus plus, VS code. Okay. I have these things, but if I uninstall my Java from my local PC, all are waste only, because they are just for typing purpose only. Actual execution is the Java in my PC. JRE will be execute my command. Okay, JRE, Java runtime environment, will execute my command. It compiles. It will be compiled by JDK and executed by JRE. So that is the Java. Same thing for a Python. You thought installing Python, original Python. Ideally is for a shell purpose, console purpose only. Original Python should be execute your file. Okay, it is directly interpreter, it is a shell directly interpreter. No problem here. Single commands, no problem. Okay. So this is the cases. So for you, I am copying these things also here. So go through the examples. Assigning a multiple variables like this. We'll see that one also. So what will happen? Before that one, I'm going to exit. No need to exit at all. So I'm going to open a file. So as you request, not a request, it is as you say how to do it from here. From file, you can also we can do it. So we have to see from here. So yes, exit. First of all, close everything. Yeah, this is enough. Okay, that will execute automatically. See, x, comma y, comma z. Okay, so here I'm assigning 23, comma 55, comma 61. So three values for a three things. Separately, I'm assigning. Okay. Now I want to give a statements like a print x value. Ideally is to easy to understand. First of all, ideally direct typing is for understanding data values, those kind of stuff. It's quite easy. Here you have to type everything. Okay. Now first you have to save it, then run on a module. It will open automatically. See, it is this is the x value, y value, z value. So no need to type three times of x value, y value, this thing in a one single row. We can able to assign. Here we can combine the both the things. See, here it is x equal to comma x, y equal to comma y. See, so first part is I am giving as a string, and second part as a variable. This x is variable. This is the string. Okay. To execute the string, you no need of any value is required. So without value also we can execute. See, I'm changing the pattern. So we'll go to the save. It is x is equal to 23, y is equal to 55, z is equal to 61. So like that you can able to try. So what I'm going to do is print um, c equal to, that's it. I'm not doing anything, just observe. Okay, because you are already know, okay, see no value because I didn't say which variable it is. I'm saying here it is variable is c. Now I'm telling variable is c. I'm entering this one. Okay. Now run. I'm getting error. But what it is doing, instead of throwing complete error, instead of throwing a complete error, it executes the first lines. Okay. And when it is error occur and stop executing. When error occur, it stop executing. So Python will compile like that only. It won't compile everything one time. It won't verify the entire code. It will execute by line by line, line by line, line by line. If error is occur, it stop executing from it. So that is a thing. One more example we'll see. Okay, what happened? Yes. Yes. Okay. So save it and run it. See, x y executed at the c, it is giving an error, and z is not printing because it execute this line. At this line you got an error, you stop executing from it. Okay, so that is one good. Okay, because of why we are getting error, we didn't assign value for c. Okay, so that is okay. Next, a equal to um, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5. It won't work, but I'm trying. No, so no, sorry. This is not example. Example is A equal to B equal to C equal to, for example, 25. So print A, print B, print C. If you want text kind of stuff, you can also include like this. But I'm running now. Save it and run it. See, it is 25, 25, 25. These are the values of A, B, C. Okay. If you want to add, then you put a add equal to A is equal to like this. E. It's very simple in a very in a in a Python to give the a print statement. In a Java, again we will get out. There is a plus, there is a minus. Okay, okay. Few people who don't know Java start learning Java, then you will understand good thing about Python. People already have know the Java, they may not enjoy the Python. Okay, okay.
First, only we are not having time to learn this, so you're telling to learn Java.
I am not okay. That is for just for fun. No balance. So we can learn anything. Not now. Maybe later. We are not dying the next day, right? So we are having a lot of time. Struggle. Life is there. Don't worry. We see in okay. So multiple values assigned. So like this, if you are assigned, same orange is assigned to X, Y, Z also. Okay. So this is another part. So we'll see this one unpack collections kind of stuff. It is a list kind of stuff. Okay. Unpack tuples. Okay. Output variables are already I showed like a print statements only. Okay. Yes, it's already I shown this one. So but still I will show you. Okay. So like same thing only show. But it's okay. We'll see str1 is equal to Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad. So now I'm putting print. Uh, I am from Hyderabad. Okay, now save it and then run it. Okay, I am from Hyderabad, right? So I typed like this. But what I'm doing is I remove this Hyderabad. I'm removing this Hyderabad and I put a comma str1. I put a comma str1 on the module. See, can you see? This is we are getting. Okay, I am from Hyderabad. So how I get? This is the string value from here. Okay, like this. We can add a variable into from there to here. We can able to do it. Uh, it's just a very small things. Okay, we'll put a name and number kind of stuff also. I need someone's name then to reply. One person is all out. Yeah, Achal is there. First name. Okay. Mm, name one. So Achal. Okay. Now age. Okay. Achal, where are you from?
Hello?
Where are you from? Nagpur?
From Maharashtra,
Maharashtra. Nagpur or Pune?
Amravati.
Okay. Amravati. Very dangerous people. Amravati. Nagpur.
No, sir. Nagpur people are
Danger
very good.
means they are very intelligent. They studied well and everything. Very
Yeah, yeah,
fast learners. I worked in Pune, right? So not worked in Pune. I'm working in Pune only. I know Nagpur and Amravati people. Good, very intelligent and very nice people. Actually, danger means it's
thank you.
people. If you compare with others and all, so people, you see the Nagpur people, they are not studying. So why we should study? If you think like that, so they will pass in the interview and you will stop at gate only. So don't compare with the Nagpur and Amravati people. You must study hard. Education is good that place. See, like this, two different text I'm adding here. Okay, two different text I'm adding here. So what happened when I add these two things? See, Achal Amravati, there is no gap. I want to give some gap here. Okay, so I want to give some gap. So one more plus quote quote like this. See, there is a space. Okay, so what I'm going to do is save it, run it. See, Amravati. Okay, like this. So how to you type? It is depends. See how much easy to type. If you guys for a Java candidates, you must tell how much it is easy. Okay, if Python they introduce in engineering, na, so no one will learn Java. They cannot learn Java at least. Okay, so all these are remaining things, functions and all. We'll see later. No? So we don't mix the functions now. Things. Okay, test your variable exercise. You will get create a variable name like a car name, Volvo. Submit answer. You will get a first rank. Show answer. Where is answer? Okay, like this. So this is the data types, guys. Built-in data types. So you can read all the built-in data types. See, because of I have written a few things here, so which is I am unable to put it in there here. Okay, something I missed. What I have done earlier, I forget that one. X Y Z something I done, right? Yeah, I forget that one. Yeah, I will do it. Like x is equal to x comma y comma z comma. So for example, 23, 44, 12. Array a equal to b equal to c. So like a 25 I given. So what to do? Int. Oh, someone is shouting. Just you will understand only by practicing, guys. If you don't practice, you don't understand. If you don't want to install a Python in your system, no problem. At least use Jupyter. But my preference is learn Python is always useful. We already know what is the power of the Python kind of stuff, and it is very easy. Okay, right? So like this. And never, whenever you're learning a programming language, definitely don't use a copy paste of commands from some console into here. Okay, I'm teaching. That's a different point. Okay, so if I copy and paste, that is I'm teaching, but never do it like that. So this is the how to assign a variables. Of course, there is a list tuple multi outputs. First, there is a things a list tuple and set kind of stuff is there for a single variable with a multiple values. It is also a single variable, single value, but with multiple variables, individual values actually. But this is a single variable, multiple values. Okay, so that is, we'll discuss it tomorrow, because it's very very important. You cannot learn it by sleeping mode. Okay guys, these are the data types. Built-in data types are like this. You can see it is text type is string, numeric type is a integer, float, complex, which we seen already these four things. Sequence type is list, tuple, range. Okay, mapping type is a dictionary. Okay, set type is set and frozen set. Boolean type is bool. Bytes, bit arrays, and memory views is a binary. So these are built-in data types. Built-in data types. So first one is string. Already we seen integer, float, complex. We seen already. Already I told this thing, and this one I will teach you tomorrow. But we'll go through once this one. So he given five type like this. So you have to give like this, and you have to try which one it is. Okay, numbering, casting, strings. This is the only numbering type. Already we discussed all these things completed. Okay. Okay. So everything has a range. So then you can try with a range also. So E4. So oh, this is one more thing is there. E is equal to 23 E 2 is the A value like this. E2 means 10 to the power of 2. 10 to the power of 2. 23 into 10 to the power of 2. Okay. This is one more. Okay. Uh, okay. 10 to the power of 2. So what is that capital E? B is equal to 22 capital E 3. So what is the B value? Yeah, it is also same value. So like this you can try. Mm, already I told all these complex numbers, random numbers, random generated. So mm, import random. Okay. So here it is given same thing. We will try print random dot random range. So you have to select it from here. Brand range from 1 to 10. It's also key kind of stuff. Save it, run it. I got some value 4. I got some value 4. If I run it again, I am getting 1. So anything randomly from 1 to 10. If I use 10 to 100, okay, save it, execute. 40. If I execute again, I'll get 88. Okay. Okay, so like that. This is a random number generation. Random number generation. This is a try this one later. Yeah. So tell me guys what to do. Boolean, strings, operators, so many things are there.
Tomorrow, sir.
Tomorrow. So what you do, install, no install, that is your wish. Okay. First of all, read what is the Python. So compulsory, whatever the website you do it. So go with the what is Python, what is the use of Python. Okay, what we can do with the Python, all these things about all about the Python. Next one is already installation of Python and how to check the version. This is the command how to check the Python version. Okay, next, so compulsory check how to check the Python version, that is very important. Okay, very basic, right? Very useful. I'm not telling it is like very basic, very simple thing. You must know how to do it. Okay. So already I told this one. That's why I didn't type it. I didn't give in. So Python version. Next, basic syntax. How to give comments. Python based, I don't know. So they will ask main questions are what is Python, use of Python, differences, difference in a Python. Yesterday we discussed Python difference from Java or C, C++. What is OOPS concept? If you are belongs to CSCIT, definitely OOPS concept question is there. Guarantee. OOPS. Okay. So Java related questions you will get it. Okay. So whoops, what is whoops? Explain the four things that is there. Next one is in a Python. So in a like you are not a Java programming related kind. Means CSC non CSC IT background people. So only what is whoops? Basic things only. Differences. If they may ask whoops or not, I'm not having guarantee. List, tuple, set, dictionary, differences. Can you able to write a program if else while for? Can you do functions? So these are the main things, very basic core things. So then that is a very important. Functions also very less they will ask, but commonly they ask difference between list, tuple, set. Okay, so that's why I said I will tell tomorrow. Why? Because of we need a fresh mind. I think already a lot of people are already sleeping. Okay, at least I will tell that one. Okay, guys, what to do? What you will do? Take it at least W3 schools. Start with the W3 schools. Go with one by one. Read it carefully and do it. It is a self practice, guys. Ireland, you can learn. It is very simplest thing. Okay. So how to give the comments? These are a comment kind of stuff. Okay. Like um, here I'm giving a comment. Importing. Sorry, not importing. Generating a random number. Just to know for us while you are writing a program, um, you want to know the what section you are doing. So like that you are doing. Okay. So between 10 to 100. So this is just a comment. Comment won't generate any errors. It won't execute a comments. It won't execute a comments. It is only for programmers for only for to view what I've done this line. So that is only for that one only. It won't participate in a any compilation, execution, nothing. It won't execute anything. Even if I do something mistake here also, no problem, because hashtag won't do that one. For example, I want to give a comment on a 3 4 lines. If I write a very big, this is the individual lines. Instead of that one, you can comment multiple lines like this also. Okay, slash kind of stuff also we can do comments. So read one by one like this you can do. Of course I will share that file also by night. So go by one. You can try, go with the data types. What are the data types? These are a very basic question, right? Any if you learn C language, Java language, or a Python language, these are all very basic, very starting first day class. Okay, so better to know what it is. Numbers. What are the numbers? How to represent a number? What is integer? What is a whole number? Positive number? Negative number? Okay, floating number. Okay, so this is already be done casting kind of stuff. What is a float? What is this? What is this? Okay, okay, just practice is enough. 2 3 times practice. It won't take 10 15 minutes also. Try all these things. Already I told this one Python strings also. Already I told slicing, modifying string, concatenation, eclipse. So try one by one, you will get it. So tomorrow I will start from operators. I will start from operators, list, tuple, set, dictionary. I will complete at least some part. Okay, so I don't install again
Okay, sir.
tomorrow also. So tell me what it is. Any doubts? What to do tomorrow? What not to do tomorrow? Start with from here. Go by line. Read it. Do it. Read it. Do it. That's it. And every line you read it, try to remember or try to write somewhere. If you don't like this w3schools.com, no problem. There is a lot of resources are available. You can go to tutorials point also. This will give you a little bit big list. Means the theory explanation is very good. The first point is first tutorial. This point is very good. You can go through this tutorial. Second one is features. Go to Python features. Okay, what are the features? This is also very important question. Okay, then you can go to examples, applications, or like that you want it. So a lot of things to read it is there. Conditions, errors, conditions, which is I told now. So if you define a variable, caps or small letters, first is a number or last is a number for a variable, like that. Try it. I'm